Hello, my dear friends. It is Wednesday, and I realized I haven't really had an opportunity to chat with you for a while because I've had a house full of husband and kids for days because it was a long weekend here, mm, and everyone was around and listening to their loud music and being extra chatty, which is gorgeous. I love it, but it doesn't give me much of an opportunity to set up my phone and chat with you because they are chatting with me usually while I'm working. So here I am with my fresh haircut. I went really short. I'm basically pretty much bald, but I kept this little bit at the crown to pretend like I still have some hair. About, yeah, it was last year. It was 2003, New Year's 2003. I made a New Year's resolution to always have bad hair for the whole year. So that meant like cutting my own hair in and not paying attention to how I cut it, essentially. I just chop at it. And I've loved my hair ever since I've started doing it. So I know that for some people they would say it is bad hair, and I guess compared to the beauty standard, it is bad hair. But I love it, and I feel beautiful when I hack at my head without caring. Um, I guess rejecting the beauty standard is a pretty big part of my life, though, because I don't fit it. When I was young, I suppose I did, but I didn't know I did. I didn't feel beautiful. Um, I only really started feeling beautiful as an adult who, after I got fat and, started doing things like this. And I guess just kind of embracing what I am as opposed to trying to be something that I'm not. That's an ongoing battle for me, I would say, is to embrace who I am and not try to be things that I'm not. I was raised to be a people pleaser, and I'm really trying to fight that because that is a thing that is not necessarily good for me. It might end up being good for other people, but in the end, I usually suffer, and the people who gain don't gain anything great from it, just maybe a little bit of ease in their lives. So I'm trying to not make my life harder for myself, not putting myself out for other people. With reason. I think it's very important to support other people. So, and to be kind and to just do your best by other people. But you don't need to hurt yourself. These are my pearls of wisdom this morning. Yeah, it's funny because the dollhouses were part of this process of just taking care of myself. So focusing on something to get me through the times of the year that I have seasonal depression. And I'm sort of housebound here because if you remember, it wasn't that long ago that I was filming a UPS truck sliding up the street because it's too slippery and hard to get around here. So, yeah, it's been very much been a thing of self-care doing this dollhouse business. And I'm going to keep doing it, even though my number one love in life is getting on my bike and riding to the pond up on the hill and having a fire and swimming. Yesterday I swam. I did a lap and back. I was chilly, but it's at that temperature now where I can swim. I still need all my gear on, but yeah. And I was there for hours and hours, and you can probably see I sat with the sun on me for way too long. I usually wear a cape, but it's still May, so for some reason in my brain I thought, well, I don't need a cape or sunblock, or I usually wear a cape and a hat to protect me from the sun. But the sun loves me. I will start to change color. I go from winter pasty to sun-kissed pretty quickly. And I look so pretty. I know it's not good for my skin, but my goodness, do I ever look pretty and healthy with some sun in my cheeks. Okay, I just want to chat and say hi, and talk at you for a bit about stuff. I've done that. This thing. So, this is from that book. And this is, I wanted to have a chat with you about it, but like I said, there were people around, there was no opportunity. And doing the voiceover on the video, I find difficult because it's also hard to find a quiet place to do that in the house, which usually ends up being in the basement. And then I can hear the family stomping around and the furnace cutting in and so on and so forth. So it is a bit of a hassle. But this book that my son, Lou, brought home from the Anna Templeton Center, isn't it great? Like, it is so helpful. There's so much stuff in here that I'm inspired by to do. So this chair, it's quite funny because, of course, there are all these, sweet hand-drawn patterns. Like, someone obviously drew them with a ruler and some compasses and stuff, like it's... And so I have to trace them out. They are a bit big, so anything else I do, I'm going to try to downsize, I think. Because that's just... it's great, but it's just too big for what I work on. But like, these ones that are exteriors of dollhouses. Let's move the camera. Stop looking at me and look at the book now. Okay, yeah, so like these are exteriors of dollhouses, right? Different kinds of doors, paneling. I know like Maria, who is my chateau friend, how much do we love paneling? And look at like just taking different cabinets and stuff and turning it into like a desk, this one, and making a dollhouse out of that. Like it's kind of good for just kind of pushing out the ideas. The beds are so sweet. Let me find this chair though. So this is the chair. So like the instructions were to cut 5 pieces of cardboard, but the cardboard, it was like, use tablet back or laundry cardboard. This book was published in 1967, I think. When was the last time that you saw laundry in a cardboard box? I don't remember. Like laundry detergent in a cardboard box. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a long time. Maybe the 90s. So I had to go and find different kinds of cardboard for this. So it's got 3 bits of different kind of like thick cardstock, kind of like even thicker than cardstock, like a cardboard, but a thin cardboard. And then 1 sort of small-ish but regular cardboard, which I'm counting as 2 layers, and a thin cardstock is what I've used on this one. So it's not at all what it said it should be. But I did everything else. Like I glued the pieces together. I did it in the process that it said to do it, which was basically glue the 2 center pieces together and then build out. And then I put the thinnest piece on the inside to help it look a bit finished because it looked rough on the inside. And then wrapped it around the jar. I cut the backs out yesterday. I've posted myself, I think I did, I hope I did, covering the pieces for the back. So I did 2 pieces of the light cardboard. One of them I put some padding on, and one of them I put some padding on, and then the back I didn't, the inside obviously. So that will have to get attached to the chair, but I'm going to sand it some more and paint it some more before I do that. Yeah, so I left it overnight with the wrapped around a glass, and it set pretty well. Glued it, sanded it, painted it, trimmed it. I'm going to have another go at sanding it and painting it now. And then turn the feet out, which had to be done while it was still damp, while it was on the glass. So it gives you the little curved feet. What else was it I had to do with it? So yeah, I can decorate it now. Maybe I'll put a little bit of braid or something around the edges if I can't get it to look good. But now it's down to decoration, and like they suggested, gilding it or adding lace to it. So I'm going to play. The instructions are pretty, they're not great. They are great. They're not heavily detailed. So it's a lot of guesswork and imagination with it. But I'm all for that. So I'll do the thing where I point the camera at myself working and put on some music and put on the high speed. Let's see where I get with this chair.
guess you're really good at saying what you mean. Suppress my feelings, 'cause I know what's best for me.